Sponge, a thirsty fellow, a great drinker. To sponge, to eat and drink at another's cost. Sponging house, a bailiff's lock-up house, or a repository, to which persons arrested are taken till they find bail, or have spent all their money. A house where every species of fraud and extortion is practised under the protection of law. Spunk, rotten touchwood, or a kind of fungus prepared for tinder, figuratively spirit courage. Spoon hand, the right hand. To spout, to rehearse theatrically. Spouting club, a meeting of apprentices and mechanics to rehearse different characters in plays, thus forming recruits for the strolling companies. Spouting, theatrical declamation. Spouted, pawned. Spread butter, spread eagle, a soldier tied to the halberts in order to be whipped, his attitude bearing some likeness to that figure as painted on signs. Spree, a frolic, fun, a drinking bout, a party of pleasure. Spring ankle warehouse, Newgate or any other Gaul, Irish. Squab, a fat man or woman from their likeness to a well-stuffed couch, called also a squab, a new-hatched chicken. Square, honest, not roguish, a square cove, i.e., a man who does not steal or get his living by honest means. Square toes, an old man. Square-toed shoes were anciently worn in common and long retained by old men. Squeak, a narrow escape, a chance he had a squeak for his life, to squeak, to confess. Peach, or turn stag. They squeak beef upon us, they cry out thieves after us. Cunt. Squeaker, a bar-boy, also a bastard, or any other child, to still further squeaker, to murder a bastard or throw it into the necessary house. Organ pipes are likewise called squeakers. The squeakers are meltable, the small pipes are silver. Cunt. Squeeze crab, a sour-looking, shrivelled, diminutive fellow. Squeeze wax, a good-natured, foolish fellow, ready to become security for another, under hand and seal. Squelch, a fool, formerly a bailiff caught in a barrack yard in Ireland, was liable by custom to have 3 tosses in a blanket and a squelch. The squelch was given by letting go off the corners of the blanket and suffering him to fall to the ground. Squelch, gutted, fat, having a prominent belly. Squib, a small theatrical or political tempore due this spirit, which, like the firework of that denomination, sparkles, bounces, stinks, and vanishes. Squinter pipes, a squinting man or woman said to be born in the middle of the week, and looking both ways for Sunday, or born in a hackney coach, and looking out of both windows, fit for a cook, one eye in the pot and the other up the chimney, looking 9 ways at once. Squire of Alsatia, a weak profligate spendthrift. The squire of the company, one who pays the whole reckoning, or treats the company, called standing squire. Squirish, foolish. Squirrel, a prostitute, because she, like that animal, covers her back with her tail. Meretrix, corpus alit, mena negina, ea 128. Squirrel hunting, see hunting. Stag, to turn stag, to impeach one's confederates. From a herd of deer, who are said to turn their horns against any of their number who is hunted. To stag, to find, discover, or observe. Staggering Bob, with his yellow pumps, a calf just dropped and unable to stand, killed for veal in Scotland, and the hoofs of a young calf are yellow. Stall whimper, a bastard cunt. Stalling, making or ordaining. Stalling to the rogue, or an ancient ceremony of instituting a candidate into the society of rogues, somewhat similar to the creation of a herald at arms. It is thus described by Harman: the upright man taking a gauge of bowels, i.e. a pot of strong drink, pours it on the head of the rogue to be admitted, saying, I, A, B, do stall thee, B, C, to the rogue, and from henceforth it shall be lawful for thee to cunt for thy living in all places. Stalling ken, a broker's shop, or that of a receiver of stolen goods. Stallion, a man kept by an old lady for secret services. Stam flesh, to cunt. Stamel, a scrammel, a coarse brawny wench. Stamp, a particular manner of throwing the dice out of the box by striking it with violence against the table. Stamps, legs. Stampers, shoes, stand still. He was run to a standstill, i.e., till he could no longer move. Stargazer, a horse who throws up his head, also a hedge whore. To star the glaze, to break and rob a jeweller's show, glass cunt. Starched, stiff, prim, formal, affected. Staring, quarter, an ox cheek. Start or the old start, Newgate, he is gone to the start, or the old start, cunt. Starter, one who leaves a jolly company, a milksop, he is no starter, he will sit longer than a hen. Starveem, Robham and Cheatham, Stroud, Rochester and Chatham, so called by soldiers and sailors and not without good reason. Starlag, breaking shop windows and stealing some article thereout. Stash, to shop, to stop, to finish, to end. The cove tipped the prosecutor 50 quid to stash the business. He gave the prosecutor 50 guineas to stop the prosecution. State, to lie in state, to be in bed with the free harlots. Stay, a cockled. Stay tape, a tailor from the article, and its codded buckram, which makes no small figure in the bills of those knights of the needle. Steamer, a pipe, a swell steamer, a long pipe, such as is used by gentlemen to smoke. Steel, the house of correction, steel bar, a needle, a steel bar flinger, a tailor, stay maker, or any other person using a needle. Steen kirk, a muslin neckcloth, carelessly put on from the manner in which the French officers wore their cravats when they returned from the Battle of Steenkirk. Steeple house, a name given to the church by dissenters. Stephen, money, Stephen's at home, i.e. has money. Stepney, a decoction of raisins of the sun and lemons in conduit water, sweetened with sugar and bottled up. Stewed Quaker, burnt rum with a piece of butter, an American remedy for a cold. Sticks, household furniture. Sticks, pops or pistols. Show your sticks, stow your sticks, hide your sticks, hold your pistols, hide your cunts, see your pops. Stick flams, a pair of gloves. Stiff rumped, proud stately. Sting rum, a niggard. Stingo, strong beer or other liquor. Stir up cup, a parter cup or glass. Drank on horseback by the person taking leave. Stitch, a nickname for a tailor, also a term for lying with a woman. Stitchback, strong ale. Stiver, cramped, needy, wanting money. A stiver is a Dutch coin, worth somewhat more than a penny sterling. Stock, a good stock, i.e. of impudence. Stock and black, the whole he has lost stock and block. Stock drawers, stockings. Stock jobbers, persons who gamble in exchange alley. Exchange alley by pretending to buy and sell the public funds, but in reality only betting that they will be at a certain price at a particular time. Possessing neither the stock pretended to be sold nor money sufficient to make good the payments for which they contract. These gentlemen are known under the different appellations of bulls, bears, and lame ducks. Stomach worm, the stomach worm gnaws, I am hungry. Stone, 2 stone underweight, or wanting a eunuch. Stone doublet, a prison. Stone dead, dead as a stone. Stone jug, Newgate or any other prison. Stone tavern, ditto. Stoop, nappers or overseers of the new pavement. Person set in the pillory, cunt. Stoop, the pillory. The coal was served for macing and napped the stoop. He was convicted of swindling and put in the pillory. Okay. Stop Hole Abbey, the nickname of the chief rendezvous of the cunting crew of beggars, gypsies, cheats, thieves, etc., etc. Stoter, a great blow. Tip him a stoter in the haltering place. Give him a blow under the left ear. Stoop, a vessel to hold liquor. A vessel containing a size of half a pint is so called at Cambridge. Stow, stow you, be silent, or hold your peace. Stow your wids and plant 'em. For the cove, the ken and cuntum, you have said enough. The man of the house understands you. Straight-laced, precise, over-nice, puritanical. Straight waistcoat, a tight waistcoat with long sleeves coming over the hand, having strong strings to binding them behind the back of the wearer. These waistcoats are used in madhouses for the management of lunatics when outrageous. Strammel, see stammel. Stranger, a guinea. Strangle goose, a poulterer. To strap, to work. The kiddie would not strap, so he went on the scamp. The lad would not work, and therefore robbed on the highway. Strapper, a large man or woman. Strapping, lying with a woman. Cunt. Straw, a woman. Good woman of the straw. A lying in woman, his eyes draw straw. His eyes are almost as shut as he is almost asleep, with one draw straw, and t'other serves the fatcher. Stretch, a yard. The cove was lagged for prigging a peter with several stretch of dubbin from drag. The fellow was transported for stealing a trunk containing several yards of riband from a wagon. Stretching, hanging. He'll stretch for it, he will be hanged for it. Also telling a great lie, he stretched stoutly. Strike, 20 shillings, cunt. Strip me naked, gin. Stroke, to take a stroke, to take about with a woman. Strollers, itinerants of the different kinds. Strolling morts of beggars and peddlers pretending to be widows. Strommel, straw cunt. Strong men, a strong man, to play the part of a strong man, i.e. to push the cart, and horses too, till we whipped at the cart a tail.